and welcome back to our Early Canadian Settler series. For our first activity, I'm going to be showing you how to churn your own butter at home. So, all you'll need is some heavy whipping cream. The one that I have here is a 35% fat content. You'll need that if you want your butter to form properly. And then I have a mason jar. So to form our butter, we'll be pouring about half a cup of cream in here and then closing the jar. Now that you have your cream in your jar, make sure that the lid is on tight. You don't want cream going everywhere while you shake this. I'm gonna shake this all up off camera and I will be back to you afterwards. So I've been shaking this for about 5 minutes now, and at this point the cream has started to thicken and it should be about the texture of whipped cream. So I've been shaking this for about 10 minutes now, and you should be able to see on camera that the buttermilk and the fat have actually separated, so we will be straining this next. So I'm going to be straining the butter from the milk that's left in the jar. So here I have just a plain white cloth. This is pretty thin, so it'll allow the liquid to pass through. If you have cheesecloth at home, you can use that, but if you don't, a thin tea towel, maybe an old t-shirt, something that's clean. So I'm going to place this over top of my jug here. Take my jar with my butter in it, and we're just going to pour that through. So the milk will sit on top for a minute and then it'll kind of drip through, so do this slowly. Secure your cloth with some rubber bands or hold it in place so it doesn't fall. So here I have my lump of butter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up in the cloth like this, and we're just going to squeeze it. Get all that milk out. So this is what your butter should look like once you've taken it out of the cloth. So as you can see, we've got a small lump of butter here that's able to hold its own form. Even though we've squeezed a lot of the milk out, we still have a little ways to go. So next I'm going to be putting it in a bowl and pressing more of the buttermilk out. Alright, so for this next step, I'm using a wooden bowl and my wooden paddle. You probably won't have one of these at home, so if you have a spatula, a spoon, some type of cooking utensil, you can just use that instead. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pressing the butter up against the side of the bowl and just kind of moving it around. So here's my little plate of butter. I'm going to put this in the fridge because between handling it and having it out in the hot weather, it's starting to melt, and we will be back to press it into a fun mold for you guys. Alright, so you probably would have used a smaller amount of butter for a press of this size, but I'm just going to be doing this to imprint the flower design into the butter. So I'm just going to put it on top there and press it into the butter. So you should be able to see the little flower design that is in the butter.